Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. We're talking to Pisces today. Hello, Pisces. Welcome, welcome. Let's get your message out here. I've got the dice out too today. We'll do that a little bit later. Please listen discerningly for your message. You'll know instinctively what's for you, what's not. Leave for somebody else. Please remember, I'll never reach out to you for personal information, so be aware of scammers who might be out there. I want to thank everybody for their support. I really appreciate it in helping to grow this channel, and I hope that you find tarot helpful. That's why I started getting into it, is because it helped me with decisions I was making. It helped me look at choices I had made, and it helped me look at future patterns or past patterns. It really helped me to think about my life and help me with my life. So I hope you find the same type of magic that I did with regards to the tarot. Okay, let's get into it, Pisces. 9 of Wands. Stressed out about something. It's been a long haul. It's been a long hike. Strength. It's taken a lot of strength. Temperance. But through it all, you found a good balance. You might literally have or be in the military. Someone who has a lot of strength. This could be, this is the Magician in the reverse. This could also talk about, working on your shadow side. That's not an easy thing to do. To find where your balance. The Magician in the reverse. The World. Maybe travel is taking you someplace that has thrown you off course, so to speak. The Tower. The Four of Wands. Something you've been doing has thrown the family off. They were really worried about you. They are really worried about you. But I see you coming out of this, or having just come out of it. The imbalance here. Like, there's no amount of strength you don't have. You get yourself out of any situation that isn't serving you. You're going to have individual success here. 9 of Pentacles. Or you're used to relying on self and getting yourself out of pickles, or getting yourself out of situations that just haven't been very balanced for you. 8 of Cups. Yeah. You just simply walk away. I get the feeling that you're the type of person, cut cords, move on. As soon as you see the bigger picture and how it's not in your best interest, you're gone. But maybe it's taken a while to get to you, or maybe this is the family that hasn't served you and that's why you're gone. Knight of Cups here. And it's thrown the family off because you're the leader, but they haven't treated you as such. Now they're really regretting that because you did so much for them. Knight of Cups. King of Cups, King of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. You had to find your balance again, and you had to really lean into your strength. And you just kept plodding along, and it was painful and it was vigorous. And I see a lot of physical exertion here, which is why I think it might be like, it could be for some people a military setting, but you push through. whatever this was that you pushed through wasn't in your best interest. I think you were traveling with this. You want something more for yourself. Whatever decision you've made here has affected your family in that they are just in shock. But rather than look at the situation as what's best for you, they're looking at how does this make us look? Type of energy and vibe. But you're walking away anyway because it's like a love of self right now, even though I think you've felt indebted to this family for quite some time and did what they wanted. Now you're looking more at, does this serve me? And I think it's a new thing. It's a new position you're taking here where you're putting yourself first. And good for you. It's not selfish at all. You know, if you've been guilt tripped into that, certainly a lot of us can empathize with that and relate to that. But it's important that you do for yourself because you can only be healthy and there for other people once you've been healthy and there for yourself. And whatever they wanted you to do is just not you. For example, if they wanted you to be a soldier in the military, maybe that runs in your family. It's just not where you're supposed to be. It's not your path, and you've felt that all along. Now you've stuck it out and you've done well, but it's time where you can make a decision to go and do what you want to do, and that's not where you want to be. I see that you're very successful in anything you take on. You know, you can be unhappy and still be successful. And I see that that's kind of a mode you've been in. And you've juggled a lot of things you didn't just even care about, but you did it well. And you're very intelligent. So that tells me you can go in any direction. You can do anything. And you know that too. It's just the ties and the obligation. And certainly there's a lot of guilt here that's been placed on you or you've placed on yourself about how you should, quote unquote, be. 10 of Wands. It's been a huge burden. It's been a huge burden, but I don't want to take away from the fact that you've done immensely well with this. But now it's like there's some sort of energy has freed you up. There's some sort of opportunity to balance yourself out and do what you want to do in life. And I see you taking that. There's definitely a love for self here. There's definitely a lot of charisma and dynamics. These are energies I feel like you're going to meet up with. King of Wands, you know, really dynamic individuals. Less of the rule-oriented style or strict or strenuous type of vibe. 2 of Cups, I think this energy is going to lead you directly to a soulmate or some sort of love interest or a very important relationship that's going to be Ace of Pentacles, very supportive of you and what you want to do. Yeah. You need more people, I'm hearing, on the other side of what you want to do. So if you have people that are saying, no, do this, stay in the military or stay here. We've done this for generations. You're moving in another direction, but you're doing it in a kind way, and you're saying, look, I did that. I was successful. I'm grateful for that time, and now I'm moving on to something else. This really piques my interest. This has really been my love from the beginning. My love of life resides here, and you're meeting a whole group of people that are backing you, backing that idea, and their love of life is this as well. So, yeah, I see this as being a huge eye-opener for you. A brand new energy and a brand new style of living. 5 of Wands, you leave the chaos and conflict behind. You know, the family guilt trips, the family pushing you to do something you don't want to do. And also I feel like even the environment you were in that maybe generations of your family have been in is kind of combative anyway. And that's not your style. Card on the floor. Page of Cups comes out sideways. Maybe someone needs to apologize to you. Maybe someone's been very immature, or maybe they feel like you're acting immature by just going off on a whim. You know, this is how they're looking at it. Even though you've put a lot of time and energy into whatever this is that you didn't even care for, you've proven yourself, you did well. It hasn't been a whim. You've thought very long and hard about moving in another direction. The High Priestess in the reverse. You're being asked to not second guess your own intuitive intelligence. Maybe you think you won't be admired by these people if you move in another direction. That's something to work through. The only thing I'd say here is, if something makes you happy and somebody's critical of it, why? Things can boil down pretty simply and pretty elementary if you really give it that kind of meaning and thought. Nothing really has to be that complicated or complex at all. 6 of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're looking for some support. Look, this is where I want to go. I did your thing. I gave it a considerable amount of time. I did well. I had accolades. I was successful. And now I would like you to give me the same type of respect and support as I move in another field, as I move towards what really inspires me, what I really love. This could be a person too. This doesn't have to be a situation. You're expecting an even exchange here. And I think you're right in doing so. Like I'm more balanced in this kind of environment, this new environment. I expect you to see that and support that and be there for me. And you're going after it boldly. Knight of Wands. Just as I've supported the ideas you had for me or anything that you wanted to do. I feel like you've been very supportive of other people as maybe they didn't want to go this path. I'm feeling like that's possible in some of these scenarios. You know, these same people that are maybe criticizing or critiquing you, they didn't want to go this route that you stuck it out for and did well and put your time in. And while they didn't go that route and you were brave and did that, I'm sensing definitely some courage and bravery that took. You were still supportive of their passions in life and what they pursued. The Sun. Now you're looking for your own happiness. Yeah. It's time to love self. It's time for self-care. It's time for focus on self. And that's not being selfish. And I feel like your environment has told you that is being selfish. But, you know, do some meditation. And try and re-script that in your mind. Listen to some mantras. Do some research on self-care and how that really helps you physically and mentally. And you'll see that focusing on self has to be the first and foremost priority for all of us. It's not a guilt trip, and it's not a being selfish. 3 of Wands here. Yeah, you're looking to your future. And you've got a lot of knowledge now, a lot of experience, and a lot of wisdom to make whatever this is that you want to do. And maybe you're even undecided at this time, but I really feel like you've got the goods to do whatever it is once you decide. Ace of Cups is going to be a brand new love of something or someone. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this. Because I feel like you put in your time and you paid your dues here. And now it's time to have some fun and do something that inspires you. And I really see that there's a lot of abundance once you do that. There's a lot of happiness. You know, I feel like you're also a praying person, or you have a strong spirit team, and they're going to guide you as they always have, just in another direction. Something maybe you haven't anticipated, or like I said, something that you have and that you're making happen. Justice, the balance. There's a balance, 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 balance all over this read. Balance it out. Balance all over this read. I see the balance. Repeat over and over again, at least 3 times here. Balancing, balancing, balancing. Balancing the scales. On the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Swords. It's going to talk about conflict and deceit, but I think in this case, it's talking about, look, know thyself. And don't engage in people who want to argue and try and get you back in this mode of doing whatever this was that you've already done and you've done well. And, you did it up and now you're done. And rightly so. But don't engage them if they're wanting to start arguments. That is a waste of your time. Let's get a couple of oracles out here. And we'll throw the dice. Messages for our Pisces. Gold digger. They want money being used. Maybe someone who wants to keep you in this mode that you've been in, that you're moving away from or trying something new. Maybe there's something monetarily there for them. The dice are coming up with the word Ben, Fen, phone, queen, honey, tiny, find. Tiny find. I feel like it's something little that you find that you just love to do. Or it's something little, it's something simple that you just love to do. And it's just going to open up your world. And it seems like it's so simple and so little, and that's not going to open up your world, and it winds up opening up your world. It's a hit. I see hit here. Math, maybe something has to do with math. Voyeurism. Interesting. Toe, red, color red. Sun. Yeah, you're finding your happiness here, whatever this is. Success. Yes. Yes to success. Forget about this gold digger. Whatever you do will, even if it starts out small, I see that it'll be very abundant. Or even if you think, hey, this is just something little, I kind of tinker around with this, I think it's going to turn into something big. Let's get one more oracle out. Oracles for our Pisces. Hope everyone's doing well and you like this message. It's a very beautiful message, I think. It's beautiful. You worked hard, you did well, and you didn't even like something. And now it's time for you to focus in on you. 3 oracles showing themselves prominently. Unfinished symphony. Yeah, don't make this an unfinished symphony. Don't get right back in it. Don't start the arguments. Don't get talked into it. Don't get guilt into it. You're on another path now. You've done your time. And again, I can't keep saying enough. You not only did your time, but you did so well. There were a lot of accolades here. You didn't even like it, and you did it so well, and you were so determined to do it well, even without liking it, that's exactly what you did. There's a change in the wind, of course. Yes. The whole read is about a change in the wind. In fact, I might title this read, A Change in the Wind. Yeah. Don't worry about what other people think. The thinker, you're giving this a lot of thought. No, don't worry about what other people think of you. Don't worry about what other people think. What's important is what you think about what you want to do and what you think about yourself. Charm for Pisces. Oh, Paris. Okay, Eiffel Tower. You know, this could also reference the tower. It's somebody else's tower, or, you know, if it is, again, move forward, think of self-care. If this is you going to Paris, wonderful. And or travel, we saw travel. And if this is your tower, I see that it's a blessing. It's a good tower. It changes up the dynamics. It changes up the narrative. It changes up the path you're on. That's your message, Pisces. I hope you like this message and you like this channel. If you do, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. Until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth. Thank you.